Hey friends!
Hey everyone!
I'm here with my husband Justin and we are going to do our very last pregnancy vlog update. We're going to share our 36 to 39 week pregnancy update. And I say we because he's been such a huge part of this pregnancy.
Absolutely.
He's gone to all the visits and just has been so great all about it. You're just so in love with our baby.
I'm in love with both the baby and the baby mama.
I love it. He calls me baby mama. It makes me laugh. Anyhow, so I don't know. It's all jumbled, but we always take notes so that we remember. So I've had nausea. It comes and it goes, but the doctor says if you get nausea, it means you're close to labor.
You've been having bouts of nausea for the last few weeks, though.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been thinking that, oh my gosh, labor's imminent, but it hasn't happened.
I know. Oh, you guys. I don't even know if you guys want to see this because it's not cute, but my innie is now an outie. It like sticks out.
Yeah, I think that maybe that was also exacerbated by your belly button piercing. And it...
Oh, you think?
Well, it popped out in kind of a regular shape because of that, I think. Because you have that like stretch of skin where the hole was for the belly button piercing.
You guys, I regret piercing my belly button.
You do?
Not like I ever showed it to anyone except for you.
Well, I was just about to say I saw plenty of it, but
Oh, it's so weird. My armpits used to not be dark, but like they're so dark now. Like, dang, Justin's over here trying to
just
help.
trying to get you guys a good shot.
You guys,
it's looking good.
Like dark for some reason, and it used to be so like nice.
But I've read that that's a symptom. Like,
Yeah,
your
it's
darkening
normal.
of your skin, not just your armpits.
There's a name for it. I just don't know it. Oh, and then also I have like this mask of darkness around my face too. You notice?
I haven't noticed that really.
And then dark circles, but that's lack of sleep. Oh, and also neck rolls, you guys. The weight gain has caused my neck to roll.
Honey, you don't have neck rolls.
Honey, I watch our daily vlogs and I see the footages and I'm like, dang, April, where did them neck rolls come from?
Honestly, like she likes to think that she has neck rolls, but just take a look at her. She is so beautiful and composed for 39 weeks and some change. You do not have neck rolls.
Someone straight up wrote that on the comment section.
Just because they wrote it doesn't mean it's true.
No, I looked and it's true though. So Justin wants to be sweet about it, but I know I have neck rolls.
Okay, all right.
What else? Ooh, we went to our 39-week pregnancy exam, and I was all about not getting, my cervix checked because they have to like stick their finger in and like check like that, and it hurts so bad, but we found out some good news.
Yep.
I'm 2 centimeters dilated and 50% effaced.
And that was like of two days ago. And although it's kind of a little misleading because like every woman is different in terms of like, like to us, we're like, oh my God, 2 centimeters, 50% effaced.
It could be like that
we
for
thought,
weeks.
it could be like that for weeks, exactly. Because when we were talking about that in our vlog, like a lot of people were saying like, oh man, I was 2 centimeters dilated for like weeks,
Yeah, and then some were like, oh, I gave birth the next day. And I was like,
well, that was the thing is like, because our doctor said, so we've been going, starting at 36 weeks, I think it was, we started going to weekly appointments. And we actually had been going to a different OB because our OB went on vacation, unfortunately.
So we saw a different one for 2 of the visits.
So we saw a different one, and we actually opted not to do the cervical exam last appointment.
38.
But then between the 38th and the 39th week, there was quite a few different changes between that, and it was enough to like motivate our doctor to suggest that we did do the cervical exam, and then that's when we found out where we're at. And so our next appointment is this coming Tuesday, so that'll be our actual due date or a day before our due date. So it'll be interesting to see
if we make it or not.
Either if we make it or not, or if like what your dilation is at that point, because we've been doing, you want to talk about like what we've been doing to try and like stimulate the dilation?
So we've been going up and down the stairs of our house. We take walks. I do lunges.
April was straight up doing lunges like on the stairs. I was like, honey, careful now. Like that looks a little precarious.
I do squats.
Yeah.
I Google up like pelvic pregnancy exercises and then I do them.
Yeah.
What else? Let's see. Oh, my stomach feels tight. And I don't have any contractions at the moment, but right now it feels so tight, like there's no more space for our baby.
It's super, like before when we used to press on it, like when we would like...
It would feel squishy.
Well, because the cool thing is like whenever he kicks or he's like, like resting on the side of the stomach, see it. I like touching it to kind of like give a little bit of response, because it seems like you'll do that and then he'll like move it away. He's like being really like, shy or coy. But now, and when we would do that, like April was saying, you could kind of like press in, you know. But now, like literally, it's like a super inflated basketball.
Oh, now
and you
he's
can't
over
even-
here. You're playing with him.
Hey,
and now
buddy.
he's over
Oh yeah,
here.
there he is. It's like you just really can't. Because it's funny because when we talked to my parents a lot, especially my dad, about, you know, like the daily symptoms and all we're feeling, and he was mentioning like when I was being born, or my sister, that right near the end when the contractions were happening, that's when the belly like was super tight and super, you know, you couldn't like press in on it. But April's is like that now without even the contractions. So I don't know what that means.
That's weird.
It is weird. It's just he
Yeah.
has no space to move.
Yeah, he's a growing boy.
Oh, and speaking of which, his movements have changed a lot because there's less because there's less room, right?
Yeah, it's more like rolling.
Totally
we told
rolling,
them that
yeah.
last time too. Like it's
Yeah.
like a roll. You can see like a big old elbow sticking out or a butt.
Well, even more so now, though, I feel like it's like when he moves, it's like have you noticed? April has said that it's gotten a little bit more uncomfortable when he moves.
It's painful
right?
when he hits up the ribs, and he sure does like them ribs.
Yeah.
So I'm still swollen, my hands and feet, and now my legs are swollen.
Mm-hmm.
I like to call them cankles, but when I told the nurse that, she's like, "You don't have cankles," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, I don't have cankles." Oh, and my feet. Remember, I told you guys about that sharp pain on my foot, the plantar fasciitis. I got a new pair of shoes and they are awesome. They're memory foam Skechers and oh, they're so comfortable. I recommend it for everyone who's like up on their feet because it's so comfortable and it helps. I wear it around the house because our house is mainly hardwood floors.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, it seemed like it was a night and day difference. Like you were in excruciating pain, and then the moment you got those shoes, you always wear them in the house now, no matter where you go. And I haven't heard you complain about foot pain in weeks.
no, and
that was a big,
it
big
makes me
thing.
walk more too because
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to walk anymore.
Right, exactly.
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is funny. Justin likes to make fun, but all of my clothes, even my old pregnancy clothes, have become crop tops. I'm just getting really big. That,
April just got this like peekaboo strip right below her shirt.
like all my t-shirts. Well, the t-shirt I have on now is not a crop
Oh,
top.
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's long
I got
enough.
it a big old size. So like,
That's good.
I recommend to any pregnant woman to always go like maybe a size up because you're gonna want it until you're 9 months pregnant, right?
I was telling April that, let's get some more. She's like, no, I'm almost there. I'm like a week or two away. I don't want to buy more maternity
Yeah,
clothes.
who buys pregnancy clothes a week or two before they're due? Come on.
I guess that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
so you're okay with the crop tops for a few more
Yeah,
weeks.
I am totally okay. And for some reason, I think he's gonna come around his due date
Yeah.
or even past it
Really?
because I just don't feel
Yeah.
like I'm gonna give birth soon. But
doesn't-
you never know; things can change quickly, right?
Well, tell them about the this is kind of TMI, but the change in your bowels.
Oh yeah! Oh my goodness!
This is probably
so.
TMI, but
So I've been constipated the entire pregnancy. I told you guys that. You guys know I'm TMI. But then all of a sudden, within the past week, I've had like diarrhea. I know that sounds gross, but I'm just sharing this because I told my doctor, and that's the reason why my doctor wanted to check my dilation because
Right.
she's all like, usually women who have diarrhea the week after or a couple of days they give birth because that's a sign.
Right.
She's all like, you get nausea, sometimes you get diarrhea.
cleaning out your system.
It's cleaning out your system and then you're gonna give birth. So
Right.
I would rather, go now than do it, while I'm pushing.
Right, because
so
that sometimes happens. Right?
it happens, it's normal,
Right.
it's completely normal, but I'm having diarrhea.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was telling Justin, it's so TMI, but I like having diarrhea more than more than constipation because being constipated,
It's terrible.
it's terrible. You
Yeah.
feel heavy, you feel gross, and this is like my face.
Yeah.
That's the face I make all day
Yeah.
long because it's like disgusting. So I'd rather be cleaning out my system.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else? Oh, Justin says I snore. I've never snored in my life, but he said I started snoring.
Okay, this all started because one day April made fun of me. I woke up and she showed me a recording of her recording me snoring in the middle of the night, and I was going like, right? And so then the next day, the next night, I wake up in the middle of the night and April's sitting on there going, and I'm like, oh, all right. This is revenge for me. I didn't end up taping it, but I should have. But yeah, it's funny because honestly, you've never snored in your entire. See, I only snore when I'm on my back, and I get like my palate like pushing back into my throat and makes me snore. And I think that that's probably for you too, because like sometimes
I don't sleep on my back ever though.
no, well you sometimes do in the middle of the night while you're shifting.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
I'm not supposed to though.
I know, but you can't control like where you're asleep like in the middle of the night when you control. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just those times because you don't snore like the whole night.
Yeah.
It's just like very small parts, or at least it was that one time that was loud enough to wake me up.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing, like it's totally normal, but like I've been having like vivid dreams.
Oh, yeah.
like weird dreams, vivid dreams, dreams of giving birth to Liam
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Just those things are normal. It's just I really want to meet him already.
Yeah.
We're both so eager now. Like
Yeah.
we're so close to meeting him that it's every day is like, oh, is he coming?
Right.
Or every morning or I wake up every hour to go pee because the pressure, down there,
Right.
I just have to go pee every single hour while I'm sleeping, and I get up and I think, oh, is my water gonna break? Did my water break? Like it never breaks.
Because it seems like, at least from what we've talked about or read, usually I think there's some statistic about that the water breaks quite often, usually when you're in bed, because you're getting up and down so often to pee, and that's like a movement, where you're kind of contorting your body where your water might break. But if your water didn't break when you were doing those like hardcore lunges on the stairs the other day, I don't think it's gonna break in bed, because that seems a little bit more exaggerated.
And I was like doing the butterfly stretches,
Yeah.
because that kind of stretches didn't work, you guys.
One other thing that seemed to be the case is that as the weeks get more into the pregnancy, less and less you're able to like be full or like eat a big meal. It seems.
I know, and I love to eat a big meal,
Yeah.
but my doctor told me because I'm getting acid reflux and is it reflux?
Yeah.
I'm getting that
For the first time too, because you never got reflux.
Yeah, I'm getting that, and it's just not pleasant. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, you need to eat smaller meals, like maybe 6 meals instead of 3." But that's hard. I
Yeah.
like to eat a whole meal. So.
There were some times, during the last week or two that have been a little concerning, like to the point where I came home from work because April was dizzy, or she had the chills, and those are symptoms that to be alarmed about normally. But they ended up passing, and we talked to our doctor about it at our last appointment, and these are just kind of the types of things that we're going to be experiencing, especially like the nausea, the dizziness. Just because we're getting near the end, and you can have those types of things near the end, it seems like.
Yeah. Oh, and the lightheadedness. I was like freaking out. I was like, is this a sign of preeclampsia?
Yeah.
But like the nurses, like they always tell me, like, it's okay. My blood is always checked. My urine is always checked, and I'm completely fine. My blood pressure is perfectly fine. I just am
There's never been that has never been a concern over the pregnancy, even though like we're just super hyper about it, like
it's our first pregnancy.
Like we talked about in the last video, that we're just really, really in tune with the different symptoms, and we call the labor and delivery hotline whenever we have questions.
A lot, actually.
Yeah, we called it. I would say we've called it maybe 5 or 6 times throughout this pregnancy, and we only did go in that one time. But the other 5 times, it was just nice to be able to get assured from the nurses and everything. So the last thing we wanted to talk about was we had a conversation with our doctor last time about what will happen, like how long into the pregnancy they'll let April go before we'll start having the discussions about induction. Because obviously we prefer not to do that, but
we don't want to be.
They basically would not want us to go all the way up until 42 weeks. Typically, so for example, our next appointment, which is at 40 weeks, which is on Tuesday, if we have not given birth by then, they will then schedule the induction for basically a week after that. So it'll end up being 41 weeks and maybe a couple days or something like that. So obviously we don't want that to happen. Hopefully he'll come. I think he's going to come before that.
I hope he comes.
I really
Liam,
do.
Please come. We want you.
Do you think I was actually thinking about this morning. Do you think it's possible that you just won't have any contractions? Like that you may end up like we may end up going to our appointment next week and you're like 6 or 7 centimeters dilated and you wouldn't have had any contractions. I mean, at that point we'll go straight to the hospital probably, but
I have Braxton Hicks, honey.
I know, but not like contractions to the point where I'm thinking like we're like timing it for more than an hour, 2 hours, and they're every 5 minutes. Like it's not anywhere near that. It's just like very, very irregular.
I feel like I'm dilated more from all that walking though. Like there's a feeling. Like I don't know if you guys felt it when you were pregnant, but there's this feeling that you feel like you're dilated. I don't know. It just feels weird. Yeah. So.
Well, I guess we'll see next week what happens.
Yeah. So this is our last pregnancy
Yep.
update. Well, hopefully. I mean, like.
Hopefully we won't have to do a 41 week
I know.
update.
I'm not about to do no 42-week pregnancy update. I hope not. I also wanted to share my baby bump like I always do. So this is me at 39 weeks from the front, and then me from the side, and then me from the back.
I like that 360 there.
Yeah, so this is Liam, and I'll show you guys my skin. He's quite heavy, you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, ooh, it looks like it's really coming out. But this is it, you guys. This is my baby bump, and I'm gonna miss having him with me 24/7. But I'm gonna Moby wrap him, and he'll be with me 24/7. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys is I have been so happy sharing my whole pregnancy journey with you guys. And if you guys are new to my channel and you're watching and you're new and you're pregnant as well, or it's your first pregnancy, just kind of keep in mind that these are my experiences. You may or may not experience what I experience. Every pregnancy is different. But thank you guys so much for being a part of this journey, and I can't wait for you guys to meet our little Bubba, our little Liam. So we'll see you guys next time. Please like this video, and we do daily vlogs, so we hope that you guys join us on April Justin TV, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hey friends.
Hey everyone.
Today I'm going to do my 33 to 35 week pregnancy update with my hubby Justin.
Hey everyone.
You guys liked it when I did the update. I forgot which week, but he was in it and you guys liked it. So I brought him back. He just came home from work. So I was like,